Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good day to you, and I wish you a happy new week. My name is Yemi Olaleye. I'm a market analyst at Investlo and head of education in Investlo Africa, and I wish you a very wonderful week ahead of you. And this week, I welcome you to another series of Market Edition. We'll be looking into the fundamentals and the technical outlook for this week. Starting from the fundamentals, Monday, 7th of October and 8th of October, which is the Tuesday of this week, there's no high impact news on our fundamental radar. And this is from the forexfactory.com. And on Wednesday, we have NZD and USD, 2 a.m. and 7 p.m. Nigerian time. Official cash rates, RBNZ rate statement, FOMC meeting minutes are all coming up on that Wednesday, which is the 9th of October. And on Thursday, 1:30 p.m. Nigerian time, we have USD coming out on core CPI monthly by monthly and CPI yearly by yearly and unemployment claims. All of these news are high impact news to await for the week. And on Friday, we have GBPUSD pounds coming out 7 o'clock and 1:30 p.m. for Canadian dollar and USD coming up with unemployment, with employment change, unemployment rates, core PPI and PPI again. So these are the things we're looking forward to see in this week. This will definitely drive what we're going to do in the market. Very quickly, let's go straight to the points with the technical outlook, and let's see the opportunities we have in the market for this week. Starting with the DXY on the monthly time frame, we'll be analyzing this down to the intraday opportunity time frame, which is the 4 hours. So what can we do with this outlook? On the DXY, we've seen that the market has actually went towards the area of expectation right here. As for last week, we were expecting the market to sweep before we see more buy. The market has started buying already. The DXY has started buying already. And for this month, it's been very, very bullish so far, so well. And what I'm saying here is the market still have high probability of going to a price level like this, which means I can still expect more movement for this bullish perspective. So, and that may change in course of the month, but definitely we're going to know from the weekly outlook of the market. So then, on weekly time frame, let's see what we have. The information remains the same, as this was a very bullish, massive bullish movement for last week, which covered the entire 5 to 6 week candles that we had before then. And what this means is we can be expecting more momentum to push into the upward direction of the XY. So what will likely happen there? Market may do a little bit of retracements like this and head up to this price level. Let's see what we have on the daily. On the daily time frame, this looks the same, because right there we can figure out that we have a level before now that was taken out in the market. And once the level is taken out, we can wait for retracement around this price level for a discounted price buying before we see market going another bullish trend. And this kind of swing movement is very, very okay when we expect a retracement in that regards before we jump in. So right here, I'll be expecting the market to do a little bit of sell to this price level, which coincide with the weekly outlook before we get the market to the buy level or to this price level. Okay, then 4 hour time frame for DXY. Let's see what we have. The information remains just the same. This is it right here. The information remains the same. If I'm going to refine this at all, I'm going to only use the entire middle price range for this level and this level. So that will be about 101.72 and 101.51. So the mid range of that, that's where I'll be looking. The threshold is just where we're targeting. However, I may leave it like that and just leave it right here for me to see opportunity to jump in. But eventually, if I need more refinement, I'll go to the lower time frame. But this is weekly outlook, and this can give us an idea of what to do. And of course, we may not be able to wait for the market to come to this exact price level, especially when we have aggressive traders. The aggressive traders may be looking at the price level like this, which is the half of this anchor candle right here like this. Can be looking for this price level. However, for those that will be conservative enough, can wait for the market to get into this range before they buy off. All right. So that is the outlook on the DXY. So let's check. What do we have on EURUSD for this week? Starting from the monthly outlook, the EUR/US dollar already looks bearish for this month. For the past few days of October, it has been bearish and it has closed below the low price of the last month. And that means with this information, therefore, the market looks more bearish in momentum, and we can be waiting for the market to come down to another low price level. So a price level like this can still be expected for the market to come to. If we're going to measure that in range, that is about 150 pips to the current market price. And that is equally what the market can do in a week. So what are we going to do now is to go to a lower time frame, like weekly time frame analysis, and check out for where this opportunity can be found. On the weekly time frame, this is at the price level that it looks like this opportunity can be found as 1.08466, where we can expect the market to sell to before we experience a little bit of buy and the continuation of that buy will happen from there. Specifically, that is what this is saying. So ideally, I'm going to expect more buy, but then I think the sales still have much push to the downward side. So if I'm buying, I'll be buying at the discounted price level for me to have more opportunities in this market. On the daily time frame, what do we have? The market has really been selling for quite some days now. For the past Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all through last week, it was a sell candle on daily time frame. And what we can expect is this level has been taken out in the market for the last week. And what can we do with that level? Is to wait for the market to come back there for a repricing. And with this repricing, it means we can look for a premium price level within a shorter time frame there to sell from. And we can sell to a level like this before we expect more buy from this price level to the upside swing again. So ideally, this still looks bearish for this week. However, as I said, on the monthly or weekly time frame, that we can be expecting as much as 130 pips sell from that movement before we experience more buy. So this is my own outlook on Euro-US dollar. On the 4-hour time frame, the information is just the same. 4-hour time frame, you see, all of those analyses are coinciding with the previous outlook on the other time frame that we've checked. So this is what I'll be going with for this week. I'll be expecting a bit of buy into this price range on Euro-US dollar before it will sell into this price range. And from there, we can experience more buy from 1.08523. So that is what my outlook seems to do on Euro-US dollar for this week. However, let's check out what we have on Great Pounds US dollar. We're hitting the price level. Okay, so this is I'm going to take out everything on Great Pounds US dollar. This is 4-hour time frame. So let's go to the monthly. That's what we have on the monthly. All of these high levels are where we're expecting the market to come back to in the future, okay? So I can let them rest now. I can take them off now. Market paradigm is shifting a little bit to a sell direction before we have more buy. Excuse me. So this is how it looks. This is also a bearish candlestick for the month of October on Great Pounds US dollar. And this has closed below the opening price of last month of September at what price range exactly? 1.3126, or no, 1.3135. All right, and then this means there's still more bearish movement direction on this market. The momentum for the bull for the BS is still very much high. So we can be expecting the market to still come to a price level like this. I'm expecting the market to still come to a price level like this, which is about how many pips down? This is about 250 something pips down currently. And let's say the last month's low candle is about 120 pips to the current market price. So which means about 130 pips on Euro-USD. And if this is 120 pips on Great Pounds USD, that means they're looking a bit correlated in that perspective. So which means from here, from this current price level to this current price level is about 200 pips on Great Pounds US dollar. I can be expecting the market to come back to fill up this price level before we experience more buy, something like this. So I can be expecting the market to do this because this still have more bearish movements or momentum on the monthly time frame as well. So let's check for more opportunities on the weekly outlook. What do we have on the weekly outlook? Let's check it. Let's check it. So if we are looking at the daily time or the weekly time frame, that means we can have a more refined entry if we're looking in that perspective. And most importantly, this was for the monthly time frame. So for the weekly time frame, we can do something like this. I don't need to take this out. Okay. So this is a monthly time frame. This is a very good support level that we can anticipate in that market. This is Great Pounds US dollar. Okay. Come in. I want to shade it out. A price level like this. As I said, we measured this place before. That's about 133 pips as well, just like the Euro-US dollar. So on weekly outlook, we can expect the market to drop down to this price level before it continues to buy. As well, on monthly time frame, we also have a target. But then on weekly, this is our target. So I can take out the monthly now, so it doesn't look like we're confused on where we are entering the market from. The type of trader you have will determine where you're entering from, because that will determine your risk and your expectation in the market. So on the daily time frame, where are we looking at in this particular market? So this is Great Pounds US dollar. Let's see. And this is where I'm looking at. I'm expecting the market to still come back to this price level before there will be a buy opportunity. However, it may seem like the market may open and do something like this, and do something like this. This is on the daily time frame. This is equally possible, but the level remains the same as we're expecting. In fact, as a matter of fact, that level can be taken out like this before the market will now start buying. So all of this is just to help us to understand where we're expecting to jump into the market, and we're not just entering the market without a reason. So this is on the daily time frame for Great Britain pounds US dollar. And let's check out the 4-hour time frame. What do we have? The information remains the same for 4-hour time frame. We may as well expect the market to get to this price level here before it will set down, and then we can have a buy opportunity from this price range at below 1.3000. That's psychological zone. So that's why it is important to always wait for the market before we enter. And that is on Great Britain pounds US dollar. Let's check what we have on AUDUSD. Yes, AUD US dollar monthly time frame. This has also been a bearish direction for the month of October. And with what it seems to be doing, it looks more like the market will retreat. We still retrace a little bit more. I mean, it will continue to sell a little bit more to a price level like this before we can experience a buy. And ideally, with that information, therefore, I can expect the market to do about 100 pips on average into the sell direction. Okay, I can expect the market to do about 100 pips on average into the sell direction before I wait for this market to do a buy opportunity for traders. So basically, on monthly time frame, this remains a sell for now before we hit our continuation for a buy. Anyways, so on the weekly, let's see what we have. Last week engulfed totally what we had before then. Both the opening price and the closing price of the previous week has been engulfed totally by last week candle, while they share almost equal weeks to the upside, and it closed with bodily closure on the closing of the price for the last week market. And what we can see here is the market also have a fair value gap right there, which means we can expect all of that to happen and for the market to even wipe the entire movement here, as the market can be engineered or do something like this before we have that buy. So ideally, this entry is still very much in sync, but this is on monthly outlook. So if we want to do this on the weekly outlook, we can be expecting the market to do something like this, to create a level like this for us to have a repricing to buy at this discount price level. And from there is where the current market price is. It's about 60 something pips, which I believe the market might even drop a bit more than that. However, this is the market, anything is very possible, but we are sharing ideas on how we can find these possibilities in the market. And of course, on the daily time frame for the past 4 days, it has been really dropping after we see the reversal crown forming right there, like this. So all of this happened, and Wednesday, Thursday, Friday happened to be bearish movement in that market. And of course, we're going to revisit this price level, or this entry level rather, and we can be looking at this level. I'm coming. We can be expecting the market to come to this price level at 0.6710 or 12, something like this, whereby we can expect the market to come into this price range for us to see a buy opportunity. When you calculate that, it's about 85 to 90 pips on average. And that is on the daily time frame for AUD US dollar. Okay. And on 4-hour time frame for the same currency pair, we can as well have it as a buy to take out the previous 2 days candle high. The previous 4-hour candle, the 2 4-hour candles, to take them out before it does this and do something like this. This is the outlook on AUD US dollar for the 4-hour time frame. All right, and let's check quickly what we have on the USD CAD. USD CAD from the monthly time frame. Okay. So we're going to take out all our previous analysis right there. It's actually in a zone where we expected it to start selling from, but the momentum was changed and we saw what the market is doing. So basically, we're following through with what the market is presenting, not what we feel. So for this month, last month ended as a bullish candle. This month has started with a bullish candle after taking out liquidity below the price level at the opening of the month. And currently, it's still a very bullish market based on the candlestick formation pattern on the technical outlook. And with that, we have an idea that the market may likely continue to move in a bullish direction, even as though we can expect it to move up to this price level, which is about how many pips? This more than 42 pips to the current market price. We can expect the market to still do more of this movement, which is about 40 pips to the current market price. And this is even small for what the market can do in a day. So basically, this is a monthly time frame. We're still going to expect more buy on this USD CAD. And let's see what we have on the weekly time frame. On the weekly right here, what you can see It's just the same thing that we're looking at. On the monthly, we saw the opportunity to buy for some times, and this is the weekly. So basically, there is a high probability for the market to actually do more than expected from what we've seen so far. What do I mean? This level can be taken to a price range like this, where we can expect this market to do a little bit push to the upside direction. And this is USDCAD. So basically, this week is expected to be bullish for USDCAD as well, where we have the price to is expected to get 1.3650, and that is on the weekly outlook. Let's check out what we have on the daily. The daily looks just like that. It looks the same, just that. However, on the daily outlook, we can be expecting a bit of retracement at the opening of the market like this before it gets there. This is on the outlook that we have on the daily. And then let's see what we have on the 4-hour time frame. Let's see how that correlates and what can we do with that information. So on the 4-hour time frame right here, you're seeing it has been a series of explosive bullish movement to the upside and maintaining this kind of high price level with the previous high at 1.3587, and that is not bad. Just that we may be expecting a little bit of sell into this market, like we can be expecting the sell to come to a price range like this. Okay, and that is the first outlook. Or we may be expecting the price to come to a price range like this as for a second outlook, but then it has to be what you are comfortable with on intraday trading protocol. So the kind of trader you have will determine where you will enter from, but I'll be suggesting that you allow the market to do a little bit of retracement to a sell of 16 pips or to about 30 pips, which I'll be going with the 30 pips retracement. And peradventure, if there's a form of reversal from here, you can check on the lower time frame to further refine this entry protocol. However, I'll be waiting for the market to go to a price level like this before I expect more buy from that perspective. This is 4-hour time frame. And last one is the gold. Gold has always been the last things we analyzed. Right there, you see, gold has done a lot of movement, a lot of things we've done on gold. We've been expecting markets to do all of that. But then what can we see basically on gold right there? What can we see? So let's start from the monthly time frame. We need not to further stretch this. We can see that gold has been on a bullish ride for some months now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the past 9 months. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Almost from February of this year, gold has been on a buy or on a bullish trend, and this is a very strong momentum for the bulls, and this remains a bullish trend until now with the technical outlook that we're seeing. And the market has created all-time high for the last month, which was about 2686.69. And let's check what opportunity we have on gold on weekly time frame. Just that for the past 3 weeks, it's been on a bullish ride. Only for last week, it ended as a doji candle, which the peak of the doji candle, the high price of it, the candle high was at 2673.26, which was less than the previous high price level of all-time high of the previous week at 2685.71. And this is leaving us with a little bit of conclusion in the market that on the weekly outlook, we may expect a little bit of sell to this price level before we have that buy. But let's make this a little bit clearer and simpler for ourselves, because ideally on the daily, we can see that this is showing us more of a ranging vibe right there. You see that? So which means we can be expecting the market to move in a bit of buying and selling, buying and selling. But however, when we look at this critically, we'll see that as much as it's creating the opportunity for a sell, is in creating lower lows all over for the past 3 days. And with this doji movement, so essentially, what are we going to do with that outlook? So we move to 4 hours to gather more relevant information inside in that market direction. So far so well. We've been seeing that as a matter of fact, it's still a very bullish momentum on gold, but then we can be expecting a little bit of retracement into the sell direction for this week, because on the 4 hour, it's still giving us a very ranging movement direction. And with that outlook, it seems like the market may do a little bit of this. Market might do a little bit of this into this price range before we continue to buy off. But then this is still a very strong ranging market right now. Let's check what we have on the 1 hour time frame. Let's further see what we can anticipate in this market. It's been creating series of lower highs and higher highs, and then this is just basically what ranging is all about. So ideally, I would say we can wait for the market to sprint a very clear movement direction on gold on all the time frames before we jump into it for a buy or for a sell. But ideally, it remains a very solid, strong bullish momentum on the higher time frame with supporting technicals, and we wait for more fundamentals for this week to determine what we'll be doing for the week itself and the currency pairs involving. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish you all the best this week and through proper risk management. This is powered by InvestLow, and do not forget that education is very, very important. Thank you very much. I wish you all the best and do have a peaceful week ahead of you. Bye for now.